is ridiculously fast. It took 3.3 seconds to travel the full 100 blocks, which is completely obscene. I'm sure we've broken some form of speed limit somewhere there, but that's absolutely ridiculous. So that's going to be a tough one to beat. But anyway, moving on to the Nether Portal now. In creative mode, I managed to do that in 3.6 seconds, which is pretty good going, but in survival mode, sadly, you have to wait for the Nether Portal to do its thing, which means it took 10.6 seconds. But there is one very important thing worth noting here, and that is the fact that if you had a Nether Portal at 0 and a Nether Portal at 256, it would still only take 10.6 seconds. You're not travelling anywhere, which means that the time doesn't scale, so maybe that's something to keep in mind. Now onto the horse staircase. Now for those of you who don't know, this was designed by JL2579. Put a link to his video down in the description, but essentially what this does is it staggers various different block depths, allowing the horse to run straight up the wall. Now sadly, it's been nerfed a little bit, which means that you have to do a little weave thing on the way up, and that's actually quite challenging, and I managed to get myself stuck quite a few times, but the fastest time I managed to get was 12.8 seconds. I'm sure if you did a lot more practice...
There's a lake. Really long.
You could get a better one, but that was the quickest I could match. So moving on from that one, we've got the Ender Pearl elevator. Now once again, this is a design by JL2579. I'll put a link to his video down in the description. But you stand at the bottom, you hold shift, you fire an Ender Pearl up into the string, and then you teleport there. And because you're holding shift, you actually stay on the ladders, which means that you can then teleport to the next section, then the next section, then the next section, and before you know it, you've done the full 100 blocks in just 5.1 seconds, making it by far one of the fastest designs I've showcased in today's video already. So I'll give you guys a quick sit rep here. In first place, we've got the minecart clicky elevator of 3.3 seconds to get to 100. Then we have got the Ender elevator, which is 5.1 seconds. And then following right after that, twice as slow, still in third position, we've got the Nether Portal. So that is all of those. Now we are going to be moving on to the redstone designs. And we have got the Woolly Creeper slime block elevator, we have got the old school pistol elevator, and finally we have got the TNT player launcher. This could get interesting. Now as I just mentioned, this first design is by Woolly Creeper, and I'll put a link to his tutorial down in the description, because this slime block elevator is absolutely fantastic. It works reliably on servers as well, which is a massive bonus, and it does the full 100 blocks in 7.8
Okay!
seconds, meaning it takes the new third position. That's very, very quick to travel upwards, and I think it's brilliant. But moving on from that one, we've got the old school style piston elevator. These things are a little bit dodgy on servers. I wouldn't really suggest building this one on the server, however it does seem to work reliably in single player, and I managed to do the full 100 blocks in 11.1 seconds, meaning that it's relatively fast. Not ridiculously quick, but it's still pretty speedy. Finally, on to probably my favourite design of today's video, we have got the TNT player launcher. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to do a video like this without including some form of TNT, so we managed to do this, including the TNT fusing sequence, in 4.5 seconds. Now that is pretty fast, you know, that's a very fast design, but of course there are a few problems. First off, I was in creative mode, which means I survived. If you set yourself into survival mode, but you play in peaceful mode, then it's absolutely fine, because TNT doesn't damage the player in peaceful mode. So if you've got a peaceful world, then this is definitely the design for you. However, if you're playing in normal mode and you have full diamond armor, it doesn't actually kill you. The blast doesn't blow you up, but you don't make it to the top, which is very strange. Don't fully understand that one, but sadly this one isn't really going to work in survival mode unless you add ridiculous amounts of TNT, and that could get fairly expensive. So I probably wouldn't suggest it unless you want to look absolutely awesome. So in conclusion, if you want the fastest possible way to travel upwards in Minecraft, I would suggest using the minecart clicky elevator. It was the quickest, and also it's a pretty cheap design, which makes life nice and easy. If you want a fast way to travel onwards,
yeah. Waarom moeten we dat hebben? Oké, boemen. De boomer is insane. Insane, bro. Wow joh, het is geïnstalleerd. Naar de potje. Nee, omdat je hem gewoon open moet laten dan. Oh ja, nice. Nice! Dit spel. Iedereen is zo tryhard.